Do you want a chance in your life, don't you? Will you travel to the other corner of the world just to get an experience? You came to the right place. Good morning, my name is Mariana Durango, and I'm part of one of the biggest agency travel in the world. This is my agency, and it's called Aviator. First, I want to say welcome to this fantastic experience. And in this case, we're gonna travel to Toronto, Canada. And let's start with a little introduction of Toronto, right? Toronto is the capital of the province of Ontario. It's a major Canadian city located along of the narrowest shore of the Lake Ontario. It's a dynamic metropolitan with a center of tall skyscrapers, all surmounted by the iconic CN Tower. Toronto has also plenty of green spaces, from the near Queen's Park Oval to the 400 acre high part of the trails and sport facilities, and also has a zoo. So after saying this, I have some important data that you have to know. These are some of the festivities that, with the pass of the time, became more than that, became customs. The first we're going to talk about is Canada's Day. This happens on July 1st. The Canada Day is celebrated across all the country. It's a day in which the independence of Canada, of this country, Canada, is celebrated with different things like parades, fireworks, and also an outdoor event in the main cities, of course. We have another one that is the Caravan. This is happened in Toronto. Actually, Toronto is one of the most multicultural cities in the world, and this happened in August. The population celebrates the mixture of the different cultures with a really great party. The different cultures and ethnic groups that live in the city exchange traditional foods, dance, and from the different native countries. The other one is St. Patrick's Day. Actually, like all of us know, it's a traditional Irish holiday. St. Patrick's Day is actually celebrated in numerous events in a large part in Toronto. Actually, in that city, there is a very large community of Irish people, so that's why one reason why this event or this celebration gain importance year after year, and it becomes in one of the main celebrations. Another one that it's really important is the night of lunch. In Spanish means La Noche de Blanca. Actually, this celebration doesn't have anything about the color that it says in the name. No, it's nothing about that. Actually, in this one, it happens in Toronto, and basically what they did or what they do every year is that all the streets became in an open gallery, right? And it's from 7 p.m. to the down to the next day. It's a fantastic and actually a really important just a date data about this event is that actually has 700 of different people that shows their art in this the night of lunch. And the last one is the Gay Prize Day. This is one of the most important ones. Actually, Toronto is one of the 10 best cities in the world that celebrate this day. The celebrations last for a year, right? And and it's characterized by the different colors of the rainbow that is all over the street. Some of the reasons, now I'm gonna show you or I'm gonna tell you some of the reasons why you should travel to Canada. I travel. I traveled there a long time ago, and my friends all the time ask me how I have enough money to go there. And actually, the answer is really simple: aviatour. I assure you that this travel will change your entire life. It's fantastic. Canada is actually a really huge country with a great attractions and it's considered one of the most beautiful in the world due to the natural landscapes and extensive areas of snow tourism. It has adventure or hiking. And one of the most compelling series is without a doubt Toronto, which is home of the third part of the country's population, and which contains some of the most famous monuments and attractions. Now let's talk a little bit about the travel and my agency is able to give you on this. Um, this travel includes kinds of different things like the transportation, accommodation, meals, and the visit of different known touristic attractions. Talking a little bit about the transportation, we propose three options that you can select the one that you prefer. We have the streetcar service, the subway, and the bus. Okay, and that's once like all of you know, you have to pay for it. Actually, it's this public transportation. It's really known because most of the people said that it's really cheap, and actually, if you wanna earn more money than the usual, the one that you spend, you can just buy a pass that helps you to earn more money and make it more easier to you to move on the city and you don't have to spend a lot of money like the usual ones. Talking about the streetcar service, one ticket costs $3.25. The subway costs one ticket costs 3.25 like the other one, and finally the bus, one ticket of it costs $4. Talking a little bit about accommodations, we gave you three options too. That actually are the hotels that we are just like working with, right? And are the best, some of the best hotels in the city, like Toronto. The first one is One King West Hotel and Residence. Is one of the best ones. Here we give you three options and one extra, right? If you want to stay just one night, you have to pay $128. If you are gonna stay there 4 nights, that it's like the time that you are gonna spend in that travel, that is the time that the agency gives to you to maybe record and give a tour to all the city, know more about it. uh, if you want this option and it's gonna be just for you, you have to pay 531.37 dollars for the 4 nights. If you wanna go with in pairs, right? You and someone else, you have to pay 567 dollars. And if you want to go in a group, you have to pay $621.78. We have the second hotel that it calls Delta Hotels by Marriott Toronto. Is one of the most known in that city because it's one of the most important ones. Like the other one that I just said, we gave you three options and one extra. If you wanna stay just one night, you have to pay $76. If you wanna stay the 4 nights, you have to pay $154. If you wanna go in pairs, like I said before, you have to pay $161.20. And if you wanna go in a group, you have to pay $178. Um, and in the last one, in the last hotel, the third option, it's the Intercontinental Toronto Center EHG Hotel. Like the other ones, three option and one extra. If you just want to stay one night, you have to pay $111. If you want to stay the 4 nights, $148. If you want to go in pairs, you have to pay $153. And if you want to go in a group, you have to pay $163. And let's talk a little bit about the meals, because I know most of you are interested in this part. Most of you are saying, what am I gonna eat? Because I never go there. I think it could be really hard to get accustomed to the food. Don't worry, I have you an idea. These are some meals that you are gonna try in this travel that the agency is gonna give to you. The first one, that is one of the most popular ones, is the Pontine. This is a mixture of different things. Uh, Basically, it's French fries. In the top of it, let's say that the chef put some meat sausage, and finally, and it's optional, he put like the cheddar cheese. It's fantastic. It's delicious. I already tried it. I recommend it. The second one is a sandwich of buffema. It's a really delicious sandwich. Actually, it's one of the most that I try, and I really recommend because I'm that kind of person that don't eat every single sandwich. Let's say that I'm really selective with that part. This one has a smoked meat. It's really good because it's in a medium point, right? It's not as hard or soft. It's like in a medium point, and it's perfect. It has bread, of course, it's a sandwich, and like topics extra. There are pepper and some onions. And the other one that we're gonna talk is the macaroni and cheese. I know all of you knows this meal because it's really common, but actually it considers one of the most traditional meals here in Toronto because was one of the first ones that used it and become famous. Like all of you know, it just have two ingredients, but it's delicious. That is the macaroni and the cheese. Another one that we have is the Nanaimo bars that actually is a dessert. It's fantastic. It's actually a mixture between three ingredients: waffles, butter glaze, and chocolate. It's fantastic. You have to prove it. Another one that it's a dessert too, that is the pound and chamois. That actually it's like it has like a mass that it's a mixture of flour, butter, eggs, and milk, and like a decoration in the top, it has some ice cream. The other one that actually I like it is the tortilla, that it has a mixture. Um, let's see that it's not like a mixture. It's like a pie, right? But it's made with bread and meat. It's delicious, and you can combine it with everything that you want. Now let's gonna talk about some touristic attractions because I know all of you are interested in. Um, Talking about the touristic attractions, we have three options. Actually, if you want, you can go to every one of them. Like we're gonna say 4 days, we're gonna go one every day, and you are gonna be really bossy. Could be fantastic if you try the three ones because you can do everything you want in those three places. The first one is the Replay Aquarium of Canada. Actually, this one is one of the most important ones in the world because actually is one of the is one that it's really huge, and comparing with others it's different. Let's say that to have the same size, right? And actually host 16,000 different marine animals. Yeah, I know there are a lot. So it's one of the most important because of that two things and more, of course. The other one is the High Park. Actually, is the Toronto's largest public park, and it has purchased walking trails. It has playgrounds, gardens, and even a zoo. Yeah, like you listen, a zoo. The other one and the final one is the Mercado Saint Lawrence. This is one of the most known in the world. Because actually it's composed by three buildings, and these three buildings have in every one of them different things. The first one is made by special foods. just special foods. The second one is for farmer markets, yeah, like meat, and milk and other kind of let's say that things that we eat in the daily. And the third one is it has like retail stores, and it's fantastic. Actually, if we just count them, in total we have 120 stores, and it's fantastic because if we looks for maybe another buildings, maybe it has just less than this one. So it's considered really important because it has a lot more than we just are waiting for. Now, I want to give you some advices because, like we have different cultures, different things, different opinions about different things, right? So, I have some advices to you to don't feel embarrassed when you do something wrong. The first one is in Toronto, for example, giving a kiss to say hello to someone, it's impolite. You can do that. Maybe here in Colombia it's common to say hello, giving a kiss on the cheek, but there it's not good. It's considered impolite. You can do that because it says they understand that you are not respecting maybe the culture that they have there. Another one is that it's considered unpolite, that you don't say simple things like thanks or please. Here in Colombia, I know that most of you, in my example, in my case, because I do it often, really often, it's that for example my mother is doing me a favor and I don't tell her thanks because actually she knows that I'm like saying thank you in a simple way without saying it, but then it's disrespectful that you don't say it simple things like that, like the example thanks or please. You have to do it. It's like a mandatory thing. Another one is that the propine, it's not an option. It's obligatory, right? You have to give it. In this case, the propane, it's like an extra money that, let's say that give the opinion, maybe give the or show to the waitress that it's actually give you their attention, or yeah, given the attention in a restaurant or somewhere. uh, the propin, it means like thanks for the things that you're doing, and thanks maybe for helping me in this restaurant for work, and let's say that help me to have a great time here, right? So it's disrespectful when you don't give the propin to that waitress or that person that it's actually like working for you. And another one is that you should wear or have, when you travel there, think clothes. Why? Because the temperature is so high, and even and actually in the winter is worst. Why? Because I'm a person that I can stand the cold like weather, but I can get sick, right? So the last time I went there, was like I don't this was my first time. I don't wear or have thin clothes, and I get sick. So I recommend you to wear thin clothes to maybe not get sick or get worse when you go there. Another one is that you should know um, even how to speak English fluently. Why I said this? When I was there, I was just learning English and was awful because let's say that when I go there, I don't speak good English and I can understand anything that the people are saying, and the people don't understand what I was saying. So it was difficult to accustom to the culture in that month because I was there for a month and it was not easy. And the last one is the for this travel, you should have enough money to do all the activities you want. Why? Because I know most of you don't have like that economical stability, and for this you have to have money enough to do all the activities you want. It's needed because maybe we can pay all the things, but if you want to go to another pod, maybe without the agency, you have to pay it by your own, right? Because we can cover all the costs that you are gonna spend, right? So you have to pay your own things, and for that you have to have enough money to pay it. So that was all. I hope you like it. I hope you go there because it's a fantastic place. And actually, I would go there again if I had the opportunity. If only I would travel there again. I mean, it's something fantastic and I would like to. So, my question is, what are you waiting for? We're gonna wait that you go to our agency and you can travel to this fantastic place. Have a good rest of day, and I hope you enjoy it.